In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace the alternator in this Volkswagen Beetle. Let's get into it. Lift the battery cover. I'm going to disconnect the negative terminal first using a 10mm wrench. Take that off, take the negative cable off. Now you can take the positive cable off the same way using the 10mm wrench. Loosen that up. Slide that out of the way. We're going to loosen up the belt. Use a 15mm wrench, and you're going to use a Allen key or a hex key. Take the tension off the belt right here, and then there's a hole. Go through there. And that's going to hold the tension off the tensioner. Now you can take the belt off the alternator. You don't have to take the belt off the entire engine, but just off the alternator pulley. That's good. Push that out of the way. There's a connector right here. You want to disconnect that. Just use a straight blade screwdriver or a pick. Push down on the tab, and then it slides out just like that. And there's a wire connected. You want to take the nut off there. We're going to take this cable off. Use a 13mm socket. Take the nut off. There's the nut. Reach down and grab the cable and pull that off. Set that aside. Now using a 13mm socket, we're going to take this bolt out here. Loosen that up. Before I take that out completely, there's another bolt down below. So we'll take this bolt out using the 13mm socket. You can take the other bolt out. Slides out. And you might need a pry bar or a prying tool. Just get underneath here. Just pry this out. Sometimes if you wiggle it back and forth, it'll help a little bit. Oh, and there is a wire retainer holding that on. We'll take that off. Using an 8mm socket, take this nut off. And slide that out. You can just slide the alternator out. You're going to have to try to twist the alternator and get it out, but it does come out. Now we're going to slide the alternator in. good. All right, on this stud right here, that wire retainer is going to go there. And before we tighten that up, I am going to put this wire on just so it has enough slack, and then get the nut on. So it looks like that. Goes on like that. Now we'll tighten that down. Just snug that down. And I'll tighten this nut once it's installed. Now slide this in position. Just like that. Take the 2 bolts, get those lined up. Tighten those down. And make sure those bolts are tight. Now this nut over here, we can tighten that down. Just use the same 13mm socket. And snug that down. And we have the connector right here. Line the connector up and lock it down. Now grab the belt, make sure it didn't fall off any of the other pulleys. And go around the alternator pulley, just like that. Now take your 15mm wrench, take the tension off the tensioner, and then take that key out. Release that. Double check your belt. Looks good to go. Take that positive terminal, get that started. Snug that down, give it a shake, make sure it's tight. And then you can go to the negative, put the negative on, and the same deal. Tighten it down. Snug and give it a wiggle, and it's good. It's tight. And close the lid.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.